Hi, and welcome to day 4 of the strength training series. Today I have a killer lower body workout plan for you guys, so let's get those glutes working. So for this series, we're working on supersets. So that's going to look like 2 different moves paired back to back with little to no rest in between, and we have 4 different blocks of work. So with me, I have 20-pound dumbbells, a 30-pound, and a 50-pound, and I also have 10s to the heel elevated goblet squats. We are going to get started with a quick warm-up, and then I will show you the first 2 movements. So we are going to go hip width apart, and we're just going to do some air squats, 10 of these. Last one. And we're going to turn to the side and do a few good mornings to stretch out those hamstrings. And we're going to do 10 windmills. And then just a couple of quick lunge stretches. Switching feet. And then we're going to bring it down. And again, we're going to stretch out those hamstrings and the hips. Hamstrings and the hips. Switching legs. Get into a plank, walk those hands in, and roll up nice and slow. All right, we're going to get started. Our very first 2 moves. So I've just got a couple of smaller dumbbells here, which I'm going to place at the front of the back of the mat. And you're going to prop up your heels. You don't have to have dumbbells. You can use plates. You can use anything that's going to elevate you a little bit. And then we're going to hold a weight right here. And we're going to do 8 repetitions. And then so for the hamstring walkout, we are going to lay down on our back, up into a glute bridge, walking your feet out and back in. You can alternate which leg you're leading with, and we're going to do 8 reps of that. We will take about a 40-second break in between sets. I'm going to pick up my 30-pound dumbbell for this one. And in position, 8 reps. And last one. Set that dumbbell down. And 8 hamstring walkouts. Laying on your back, hips up. And 1. 3. I like to switch legs halfway through. 5. And 8. Taking a 40-second break here. And when you're ready, grab that weight. Moving on to set 2. And 1, 2, squeeze those glutes at the top. And last one. Nice. Set that down. And 8 reps. Switching legs. And rest. Another 10 seconds. And pick up that weight. And 8 reps. Six, 7, and 8. Nice job. Back into those hamstring walkouts for our last set. And halfway. And down. That's also a really great deep core exercise. You can put those 10 pounds away. We won't be needing those. While we're taking a quick rest, we're going to go through the next set. So right now we have a curtsy lunge and then a B stance deadlift. So for the curtsy lunge, we're going to hold 2 weights, putting our 1 foot behind the other and down and crossing over, down. You should be able to feel that in your side glute. And then the B stance deadlift, we're going to hold 1 weight and you're just going to pop 1 foot back here. And we're going to go down. You want to keep that dumbbell as close to your leg as possible, and you're more pushing your hip back. So let's get into that. We've got 8 reps of the curtsy lunge. I'm grabbing 20-pound dumbbells on this one. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. For the B stance deadlift, I'm going to grab a 30-pound. We're going to do 8 on each side. Pop 1 foot back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Switching legs. 1, 2, 3. Slight bend in the knee. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Set that down. Take a 40-second break here. Do 5 more seconds. You can pick up your weights. Back into those curtsy lunge. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And the B stance deadlift. Popping one foot back. 1. Squeeze that glute on the way back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Switching sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Set that down. Another 10 seconds. You can grab your weights. This is the last set of the curtsy lunge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Set those down. And the B stance deadlift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Switching legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Moving on to the next move. We are halfway done this workout already. Moving on to the third set. We're going to have a plie squat and a 45-degree lunge. So the plie squat, we're just going to have feet a little more than hip width apart, pointing our toes a little bit outwards. We're going to be holding on to 1 dumbbell, 2 dumbbells, whatever you feel comfortable with. And we're going to be going down like this. This is a great move for the inner thighs. And then we're going to be doing the 45-degree lunge. So we're going to kick 1 foot back and put most of the weight forward. So you're going to be at a 45-degree angle. And we're going to go down. And this move is going to be focusing on the quads. So let's get into that plie squat. I will be using a 50-pound dumbbell for this one and just one. If you want, you can hold 2 lighter dumbbells, 2 15s or 2 20s, and do it holding both. So with my 50-pound weight, we have 8 reps. And 1, 2, 3, ooh, feel those inner thighs. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Set that down. And for the 45-degree lunge, I'm going to pick up 2 20-pound dumbbells for this one. So we're going to kick one leg back, lean forward, and 8 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Switching legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And set those down. This one's a tough set. Take about 40 seconds on this one. I think I might actually go down to 15 pounds for those 45-degree lunges. You can always assess on your second set, third set, see if you need to go up in weight or down in weight. That felt a little bit difficult, and we never want our form to suffer. So just keep that in mind. On to set 2. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I'm going to grab my 15 pounds on this one. 1 foot back, lean forward, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Switching sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Oh, that felt much better with the lighter weights. We have one more set of this before moving on to our last set. Take another 5-10 seconds here. My heart rate is still pretty elevated. Okay, let's pick it up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Put down. Lean over, 45 degrees. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Shake it out. Switching legs. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We are on to the last set. So for this last one, we have a squat with a quarter turn. So we're going to be holding a dumbbell here, getting down and opening up and alternating sides. We have 8 reps total for that one. And then we're going to be moving on to our hip thruster. We're going to have a weight right here on our hips. And with the weight in our heels, we're going to be pushing up and squeezing the glutes at the top. So 8 reps. I'm just going to get these 20 pounds out of the way before we get started. So when you're ready, I have a 30-pound dumbbell for this one. We're going to squat down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Try to stay low on that move. It's also a really good inner thigh workout. For the hip thrust, I'm going to grab my 50-pound dumbbell here. And we'll just roll that onto our hips. Coming down to the ground. Remember, weight in your heels and squeeze your glutes at the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Dump that off. Move that over to the side. 2 more sets left. Ten more seconds here. Okay, pick up that weight. Remember, try to keep low on this move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And up. Roll that weight onto you. Weight in your heels. Squeeze your glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. One set left. We made it to the very end. Always bring your water to your workouts. It's really important to stay hydrated throughout this. We'll move on to our last set in about 5 seconds. So pick up the weight. Squat down nice and low. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Last set of hip thrusters. And 1, 2, 3, squeeze, squeeze. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We made it through a killer leg day. I'm gonna let you guys cool down on your own. Don't forget to stretch out those hamstrings because you will feel those tomorrow. And as always, to make sure you guys are getting the most out of this strength training program, make sure you are aligning this with a really solid nutrition plan. That's where you're gonna see the majority of your results. So you can go check out the link in my bio. I run a 3-week program that's gonna customize macros and send you a meal plan exactly for you and your goals. So I'll see you next time for day 5.